Shalom, shalom, Akim. It's your brother here, Yakane. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kokwadash, Bavakathum. Alright, that's the Father and the Son's name in the Paleo Hebrew, in the Lashawam Kodash, the ancient holy tongue. Alright, Yahweh being the Father's name, which the world calls him by his titles, which is, God, Lord, the Most High, but he has a name, which is Yahweh, and his Son's name, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is not a white man, okay, whose name is Yahweh Shai, who sprung out of the tribe of Judah, which is the so-called Negroes, okay? I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and that taught me this truth, and salutations out there to the hopeful elect, the brothers that are putting this work diligently, sincerely, and truthfully. To you, I want to say shalom, okay? Hey, I'm just going to read out of Isaiah chapter 13. All right, we'll read all the way up until 15. All right, and the title is The Doom of Babylon. Okay, because we know that Babylon is coming to a destruction, and it's coming to an end in the very near future. Okay, so these are future prophecies that are going to pass. All right, we're just warning the people. All right, whether they hear or forbear, all right, the blood's off our hands. Okay, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Okay? Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners that are out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay, and we'll stop at verse 11 real quick just to sum up what's being talked about. Is talking about the Lord coming back and destroying America, which in the world is referred to as Babylon. Okay, it talks about, the pride. It says that, and I will cause the arrogancy of the pride to cease. All right, because the scriptures talk about pride going before destruction, and that's ultimately talking about Esau, the so-called white man, and how prideful he is, and he thinks that nobody's going to bring him down. Well, the Lord's coming to bring his ass down and take him out of power. Okay. And there's talking about how the Lord coming for cruel. He's coming with an anger to destroy the land and the sinners. And the land he's coming to destroy is the land that was defiled. All right, because these Edomites had defiled the land. All right, so now it has to be cleansed with the blood that had defiled it, according to the scriptures. Okay, because contrary to popular belief, heaven is going to be here on earth. Okay, not here in Babylon, because Babylon is going to be left as a desolation. All right, for the fowls of the air and to the creepy crawlers and the lizards and all them type of things. But this world is going to be left for the kingdom of heaven. All right, and the motherland over there in Jerusalem. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wages of Ophir. And that's the elect first and foremost. Okay, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bulls also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, and if you don't know about Sodom and Gomorrah, go read about it, man. It was the wicked, diabolical world that had been overthrown, that had to be destroyed. Okay, with Lot and his wife, Lot's wife turning back and being turned into that pillar of salt. That's why the Lord says, turn away from this place, man. Depart spiritually. All right, and when you see this place be destroyed, man, don't have no care for it. Don't even look back. All right, look forward to the new beginnings in the new kingdom. All right. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the serpents make their fold there. All right. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Salaki if I mispronounced it. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. That's talking about America, like we just talked about. But wild beasts shall dwell there, it shall never be inhabited by people. But we know that these different beasts and wild beasts are going to dwell there. Okay? For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And that's you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. He's going to have mercy on us. Okay, the elect first and foremost, along with the 1/3. All right, but 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. Okay, because they won't come to this knowledge, they won't come to this truth, they won't repent. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's what we're going to do to these other nations, as the scriptures clearly say. We're going to take the people who had us as slaves, had us as captives, and now they're going to be our slaves, and they're going to be our captives. Okay, these other nations. All right, start with so-called white men, you Chinese, you Arabs. All right, you so-called Africans, which is you Hamites, you Canaanites. All right, you're all our enemies. All right, and best believe what you've done unto us, we shall do unto you. Okay, according to the Lord. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, and it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? The pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's Esau. Yet acting like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Is going to be looking like this man right here, this Edomite is the one that was ruling the world and had all these other nations under subjection, even the children of Israel, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit. As a carcass trodden under feet, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial. because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. And that's Esau, man. All right? Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And that's Esau. You're done. We jacking you up. Esau, you're finished, man. You're done. We're going to jack you up. All right? You're done, man. Prepare slaughter for their children, for his iniquity of their fathers. All right? So what your fathers have done, now you got to pay for it. Just like what our forefathers have done, we have to pay for it. But you also are your forefathers, like we also are our forefathers. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord. That's the whole bloodline gone. You're done. Because Esau going to be wiped out off the face of the earth after he serves his 1,000 years of captivity. There's going to be no more Edomites. I will also make it a possession for the bitter in pools of water, and I will sweep it with the bosom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts. Hey, that's it, man. All right, we can kind of stop there and wrap it up that, hey, destruction that's coming to America is coming short, and it's coming swiftly. Coming soon, and it's coming swiftly. In 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed. All right, so depart from this place, man, because the Lord has an indignation against it. The Lord has a righteous hatred towards it. All right, and if you're a friend of this world, best believe the Lord has that same feelings towards this world, towards you, because you are a friend of it. According to James 4:4, if you're a friend of the world, you are an enemy unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the Lord tells us to depart. Okay, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ukoch Wadash, Barakatum. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well and that taught me this truth. And salutations out there to the hopeful elect, the brothers that are putting this work diligently, sincerely, and truthfully. To you, I want to say shalom.